I don't do a lot of video speaking to the camera reviews about books because I have ADHD. I can't keep my thoughts together. And I'll do the ums, oohs, ahs, yas, a lot. But this was sent to me as an ARC. It's Neverthorn by Shannon, and I adored it. So I just wanted to talk a little bit. It's really hard for me to give you the review without spoiling the books. So that's why I always do written reviews when I can, because I can sit there and really think about the review without spoiling said book. So I'm going to try really, really hard. This is about Harlow, who has to go back to Neverthorn. She was a student prior. She kind of gets suckered back into it. It's a magical academy. I'm really trying to be quiet I don't want to give things away. She goes back because her sister has to go back, basically. She kind of gets blackmailed. We'll go with that. Blackmailed to going back because of her sister. They bring back House Dragon, Phoenix. There are so many houses. There's numerous houses with numerous names and little, they're not caricatures, but this one's House Phoenix. If you take the little quiz online, I was House Kelpish. You get assigned to a house. I'm really bad at this. There's banter. There's one of my favorite parts of the entire book was that she's got a potty mouth and they cast a spell to where they can no longer cuss. And just reading the whole book where there are, I'm sorry, it's hilarious, opposite words of the cuss words. And she has to go, oh shite, and mother fudger, and the whole time you're reading this, and it was hilarious to me. It might not be up the alley for other people, but I was dying. There is, like I said, there's banter, there's age gap love, or lust. Really depends on how you take that relationship. Almost kind of love triangle. There's a familiar, and I don't know. I mean, if you saw my unboxing, this a little spoiler. He's a raccoon who can talk. She's still learning her powers because she left the school at, I guess, 16, and she's come back many years later. Lots of hidden secrets, lots of things that she's learning about herself that were never divulged to her when she was younger, are being found. She's also finding out a lot of things about Neverthorn that she lied to her about, and about its past. It's just, there's lots of twists and turns throughout this book that I wasn't expecting. See, you're gonna hear me say a lot. It did not grab my attention right away. No story ever does. It's very rare that it does. But it was very quickly that I got brought into the story, and it caught my attention, and kept it the whole time. And I do like the fact that I do know that this is book number 1, and there's so much that happens that if I talk about it, it's very spoilery, and then it would spoil the story. And there's so much good stuff in the book that I don't want to talk about because this is why I don't make these videos. I did like it. There was a lot of lust. I don't know how I would categorize this, if this would be a new adult. Definitely not a young adult, but I don't know if I would categorize this as an adult. Like, this is definitely not young adults, but it could be new adults, or it could be just regular fantasy. But I think it was great. I enjoyed it. Everything I say is with the word I in it, because this is my opinion. I am not very good at selling things to other people, because this is literally my opinion, and my opinion matters to nobody but me. Right? Magic. There's banter. She tries to run away. I don't know how many times. There's like Hunger Games style games from 2 different classes in there. There is, I want to say, like revenge plots. There is so much going on in one story that you get a little lost, but then you get found. She doesn't care about anything in the beginning, but at the end, definitely a little found family feels. And you really just have to read it to get to know Harlow better. And you find out her motives of why she is doing what she's doing, but you also find out why she becomes the person she is and what happened to her and how she changes and why she changes. So I recommend Neverthorn. Other people might not. I enjoyed it, not just because it was an arc given to me, but I actually enjoyed it. It was a nice, refreshing difference from the other fantasy books that I normally read. So it was almost like a palate cleanser for me, and I really, really enjoyed it. So I would give this probably 4 out of 5 stars. I don't give 5 out of 5 unless it was something that blew my mind so much that I will never, ever forget about the book. And I have probably 3 or 4 of those out of the hundreds of books I've ever read. So I would give this about a 4 out of 5. I look forward to book 2 whenever that shall be. And I will write a better review on paper and put that out there. So, Neverthorn by Shannon just came out July 22nd. So it is out and available. I hope you can pick it up and support a self-published author. See you soon.